Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of TFG Radio. Tonight we have myself, Adam Solis, and Danny.
Hey.
That's all for tonight. No Tom, as always. John's hit and miss. This is a miss. He is doing, I believe, finals for his school, I think.
I don't know.
Something along those lines.
With campus down, I don't know what he's doing.
I know. My daughter had the same issue. She said the same thing, and I'm like, well, are they going to push back when the due dates are? She's like, no. I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah, I am. For me, it's more of just like I have a bunch of grading to do that I cannot do because, I can't access campus. So,
yeah,
that's been really fun.
Apparently where she's taking classes, that's not an issue. So they're stuff still due, so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a packed episode right now, at least for us, because we have a lot of the teases for the new edition. But before they go that, we'll go over Rocky Mountain Open, which happened last week. We had 266 people registered, but then we had 245 actually check in.
That's still pretty good for terms of attrition.
Yeah, and it's about 20 something more people than last year. So, still the largest event in the state, or in the area, I think. We had 3 judges this year, myself, Luke, and Brian, and it went fairly well. Brandon, who helps organize it, has them trained to turn in their stuff, because I think the longest it took them to turn in their scores at the end of the round was maybe 10 minutes.
Wow, that must be nice. Jesus.
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is they don't like using the card, the judge card, the QR code. They're so used to, I guess, yelling out for a judge that I got hardly any text messages from the QR code. But the hall wasn't that big, so it was easier to see people and get to people, so it wasn't that bad. And we didn't have that many judge calls.
Yeah, I feel like at this point in the life of the edition, if you're bothering to go play at a larger tournament, you probably know what you're doing. So there's not
Somebody
as many.
does.
Yeah, there's not as many issues in terms of wait, how does this work? How does this work?
Yeah, so I know that a lot of the calls I went to were for line of sight or measurements, as opposed to rules questions. But I do know that every tournament there's always that 1 or 2 questions that everybody keeps on asking for some reason, and it's always different in each area. And this time, it actually had to do with Cull the Horde, the secondary.
Right.
So we had 2 types of questions. One was, they both started the same way. So, okay, so my opponent pulls Cull the Horde. I have a unit that has a character attached to it. They kill everything except the character. Do they score Cull the Horde?
I thought characters weren't included with it. I thought
they are now in the newer version. They're included because it says 13 plus models, and then in parentheses it says including characters.
Okay, well then, yeah.
So in both instances, first instance was with the character, it counts as 13 models. They only kill the unit, the bodyguard unit, which is only 12 models. So do you get Cull the Horde?
I mean, I guess no, with the updated language.
Yeah, that's what we ruled on that one. And then the other one was a unit of 20 berserkers with I think it was a lord on a juggernaut. But they kill the 20 berserkers, but not the lord. Do they get the Cull the Horde?
I mean, that one's a little trickier because they definitely did kill something with 13, a unit with 13 or more models, but...
Right. Well, that's why we ruled that they do, because it's their...
Right.
So the first example, they got the 13 includes the Lord, which is why we said they had to kill everybody. But in the other example, they don't really need the Lord to get the 13. He's just extra.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's, GW has their own FAQ that would say otherwise. It seems to be
the only time they talk about killing the HQ unit with the bodyguard is in regards to mark for death. Or at least that's the only one I could find. And that one had to do with, like, if a unit's marked for death, do they get the points? And they said, well, if there's more than one HQ unit, like, let's say a captain and an apothecary.
Right.
Or I think lieutenant or whatever.
Yeah.
You have to kill the bodyguard unit plus at least one of the HQ units. So in order to get marked for death, you basically have to kill the bodyguard and at least one of the HQ units, whether it's one or two. So, but that was the only example, and that really didn't apply or doesn't apply for mark for death.
Right. Yeah.
So
seems fair.
So there's a lot of that, a lot of measurements. We did allow the new detachments, but they didn't really affect the results because in first place was Drukhari, and then 2 through 5 was literally all Chaos Space Marines.
Go Defilers, go, baby.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, and then 6th place was Thousand Suns with probably Chaos Space Marines. I'm looking at the list right now. Let me see if it has Defilers. Yep. Yeah, it has 2 Defilers. 2 Defilers. Yeah, it's the that Thousand Suns was that Warp Forge Cabal, which is like the vehicle heavy.
Yeah, I thought I saw something on social media that counted there were 53 Defilers in the tournament.
Yeah, it was an insane amount of Defilers.
Well,
So I think most of them, if not all of them, were pack-bound Zealots, because that's where they do the most damage. So not too bad. I'm sure they're perfectly costed for what they do.
I mean, 250's it's still a relatively hefty price tag, but
Yeah.
So if you take 2 at 500, that's a quarter of your army.
I think even if they were 300 points, I would still take 2.
I mean, they do a lot of goddamn work.
Yeah. Like there was one Grey Knight player, which was Brandon, one of the guys that helped organize it. He was the only Grey Knight player, and he was 5-0 going into the final round, and he finally went against pack bound CSM.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He said he couldn't do anything. As soon as he brought his 5-man purifier unit, so that the other squad could come in within 6 inches or whatever, it was just overwatched and killed.
No.
By the Defiler.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, when we played, you essentially completely neutered a big warrior blob with
Blob, yeah. And that wasn't even the optimized one. Apparently, the optimized Defiler for pack-bound is autocannons, not las cannons. Because of the if you get the sustained and because the autocannons are devastating wounds,
right?
And the Defiler, you get reroll 1s to wound, or if you Demon Forge, you get reroll all wounds. You just take D3 mortal wounds, no matter what. So, if you're willing to risk it and you need something really dead, a couple of guys were practice rolling against a Defiler with that, going against Riptides, and they can one-shot. They can kill a Riptide in one turn of shooting.
Jesus.
I mean, obviously certain spikes have to happen, but because the autocannons are 3 damage, and if you spike on the devastating wounds, you can put a big dent into the Defiler stuff. Into the Riptides.
Right. Into
a Riptide with just 1. And then if you have a second one, that has line of sight, forget it. But Denver was a lot of fun. It was at a new place. The hotel was nice. For some reason, a few of us couldn't sleep in the beds for whatever reason. We did celebrate my birthday, which means I stayed out till 4 a.m. But I was still, in the hall at 8 a.m.
Of course.
That morning. So it's a lot of fun. Nice way to celebrate my birthday. But RMO is always fun. Look forward to next year. So, and then we have a BAO coming up at the end on Memorial Day weekend of this year. I kind of miss it being in July because I kind of liked going to the local con on Memorial Day weekend.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, they could always change. But we'll see. I don't know. Who knows with the future? But for now, it's fine. You know. So that's actually in like 2 weeks. So
yeah, you have a busy couple months. It seems like.
Well, this month because it's that, and then like 3 weeks later after BAO is ACO, and that's most likely the last 10th edition tournament.
Right.
I still haven't bought my ticket for the flight, and I'm just kind of, with the way prices are right now, so I'm just kind of...
Yeah.
And now my go-to Spirit's out of business, so...
Yep.
I was lucky that Spirit doesn't fly to Denver, so I had to book through like Southwest, and I think I took United on the way home. So I wasn't stuck when Spirit shut down overnight over the weekend. So I luckily dodged a bullet there. Yeah, so that was RMO. Lots of fun. But what everyone probably really wants to hear is about all the new rules for 11th edition. I believe one of the first ones they talked about was orcs.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll look at orcs really quick. They have a detachment called the Rolling Death Detachment, where it's basically wagons and kill rigs. Do the auto 6 on advance is their detachment role. This detachment has the wagons rear tag and cannot be taken. Oh, okay. So you can't combine wagon detachments. So I guess there's a second detachment that uses the wagons tag. I wonder if that's going to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have two, like let's say you have like a Raven Wing type detachment that's all like about bikes and stuff.
Right.
Then you also have something that's more like a White Scars bike detachment. And then you can't use both. You can only pick one or the other.
Right. So yeah, friendly wagons reroll charge rolls. When friendly wagons select to make advance, they auto advance 6. Okay, so
yeah, the reroll charge is huge too.
Yeah. I mean, the boarding ramps, the upgrade, that's a pretty cool enhancement. Wagon unit only when a unit embarked is make a disembark move that unit's +1 charge rolls.
Yeah.
Like, that's not bad at all.
Brutal broadside. Use by weapon selected with firing deck. You rapid fire X, where X is that attacks.
Is that attacks? Attack. A, yeah, it's just a new abbreviation for attack. So basically, gives one of your battle wagons or whatever wagon just a shit ton more firepower if you're within half range.
Right.
Which is pretty cool. Like, I mean, that turns one of them, and you can get some good gunboat action out of there.
Then there's another detachment.
It's the Storm Boy detachment, Tactical Boys, Tactical Brigade.
I haven't seen. Oh yeah, the Storm. Well, I haven't even seen that. I think I only saw like a couple lists in tournaments that had the Tactical Brigade.
Yeah. When friendly, so Storm Boys have battle line. When friendly boys commando Storm Boys unit is selected to make an advanced fallback move, that move does not prevent that unit from being eligible to start an action. Okay, so they can advance fallback and do actions, I guess.
That's actually pretty good for Storm Boys.
Yeah.
And then they showed off one of the secondary missions called Plunder.
Mm-hmm. If the cleanse secondary mission is active for you, you can draw one new secondary mission card and shuffle this card back into your secondary mission deck. Units within terrain that is not within your territory. When use limit once per turn, completes immediately. Terrain area is plundered. Terrain area was plundered this turn, gave 5 VP. Okay, for 5 VP for doing an action in a terrain area that is that's on your opponent's side of the board, was not within your territory.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
an enhancement that gives a war boss infiltrate and stealth.
yeah, but no mega armor.
That'd be funny.
And an uppy downy. You can
Dead
place
sneaky.
unengaged commando or Stormboards units, place into strategic reserve.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Then there's the Daka detachment. Friendly orcs infantry units range attacks have assault. In your shooting phase, if the WOG is active for your army, friendly orc infantry units range attacks have sustain hits 1.
Huh.
Okay, so Ludas and Big Bob's of Boys and Flash Gets.
Yeah.
Okay. Orc infantry unit only, so one of their enhancements. The unit's range attack have rapid fire 1, or if they already have rapid fire, +1 to the value, so you can make it rapid fire 2, etc.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. Yeah, again, seems like it's all about flash gets, or even mega knobs, yeah.
Yeah.
Ludas, I imagine.
Call that DACA. When an enemy unit that's targeted a friendly orcs infantry unit shot, you get to shoot them. Just basically.
Yeah, using snap shooting, which is basically the new Overwatch. Yeah.
Well, that used to be a thing
8th?
in... Snap shooting used to be a thing in 7th?
7th or 8th?
6th and 7th? Or was it 8th?
Maybe, but yeah, it used to be a thing where you were making snapshots, right?
That was 7th, because remember invisibility gave you...
Yeah, you had to
only
use
instances?
snapshot, yeah.
Yeah, so they're bringing that back. I mean, it's Overwatch, but I think that's a catch-all for other stuff, too.
Yeah.
Or it will be. So instead of making special rules where it says you hit them on 6, you just say you have to do snapshots out of it.
Right.
It's just like 6th, 7th when they had it.
Oh, a big one, though, is the new they added is when you're snap shooting, you cannot reroll hit rolls.
Boo.
So,
That's
yeah,
huge
okay.
for like a lot of places, like for Chaos if Abaddon's nearby where you can reroll hit rolls.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's really what makes Overwatch annoying and scary, is when you can reroll it and fish for the 6s.
Yeah.
And suddenly it just becomes way more annoying.
Yeah. Let's see. And then they talk about snap shooting here, which we just talked about.
Yeah, so orcs look... I mean, I actually kind of like just the infantry-based one for just volume of fire. That looks
The
interesting.
DACA one?
Yeah.
I like Storm Boys being... If I was like a Storm Boy guy, I like Storm Boys being troops. But I don't know... I don't know if that's worth taking a detachment. I think GW said that all these detachments they're showing are all 1-point detachments.
Right, yeah. I think they mentioned that the book detachments are 2 points. And so in a standard 2,000-point game, you get 3 detachment points, so...
In 2,000 points, you get 3.
Yeah, so you can take one of your, one of the Codex ones.
And then one of these.
Yeah, and then, like, one of these.
I want to know what a 3-point one looks like. Battle Company.
Yeah, right.
Old school 7th edition Battle Company. All transports are free.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I also like the WAG. I like the vehicle thing. Like I was playing around with the Chaos Space Marine list with the Vashtor detachment that just came out. Where it's mostly all vehicles and all of them are considered. What's the thing that demons have? Soulforge.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so like even the Vindicators and Predators have that special rule. That Vashtor you get the bonuses from Vashtor. So I was even thinking of playing that detachment, or even the Warforged one from Thousand Suns.
Oh, right.
Since you have Defilers that can Overwatch on 4s, because there's going to be a Psyker nearby.
Right.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to the other Chaos Space Marine chapters later. So that's the Orcs, and we got a little sneak peek at Snapshot. The rules for I kind of like it, like the snap shooting rule.
Yeah, again, I think it's as someone who hates Overwatch, and because I seem to always lose everything to Overwatch, it's nice to know you can't reroll stuff.
Yeah, that's huge. So, all right. Next, we got Space Marines. They got their Sky Strike detachment, basically Land Speeder, Storm, blah, speeder. They have the speeder keyword, I guess. And they can make an ingress move.
In your first movement phase.
Interesting.
Ingress move on turn 1.
Which, if you don't screen out properly, it can be...
The fuck is an ingress move?
I'm assuming it's similar to the... it might be a special rule for the speeders.
Or is it like scout?
According to... This is like in the description, it says this detachment, blah, 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 blah. You'll be able to make an ingress move on turn 1. So it's like, I'm assuming rapid ingress.
No, an ingress move is the new name for arriving from strategic reserves, regardless of whether you're deep striking, teleporting, or using more arcane methods to arrive.
There we go.
Yeah, it's at the bottom. Okay, so... Oh, they all can deep strike, basically.
Yeah,
or
basically.
come in from reserve, though, on the first turn.
But on the first turn as opposed to turn 2.
Right.
Which is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how your opponent's deployed.
Yeah.
So basically, they get that keyword, and anything with that keyword can basically
Right.
deep strike. Bellicose weapon spirits. Rolls to determine. You can re-roll the attack.
Of a
the
weapon.
attack. The attack value, basically, and damage rolls.
That's
The
not
damage
bad.
roll one is actually pretty good.
Yeah. I know, being able to re-roll your random amount of attacks can also come in clutch when you get that stupid 1 or 2.
Yeah. But can you do both? This unit can I think you can do both.
Yeah, you get both.
Oh,
This unit can re-roll damage rolls and rolls to determine the attack of a weapon.
You get a reactive move.
Yeah, that's always good.
Then Liberia's Conclave.
We're back, baby.
Basically, you can choose a discipline, +2 movement. Reroll hits a 1, reroll wounds a 1, +1 AP, within 12.
-1
Target is
strength.
-1 strength, range attacks from the target, and then you ignore modifiers to ballistic skill, weapon skill, and hit rolls.
That's pretty good, and again, you do this at the start of
of the
each battle round, so that's pretty good. So, like turn 1, you can be like, "Oh, biomancy for +2 movement," or you could do telekinesis for -1 strength that get when they're targeted at range. So, like if you know you're going against a heavy gun line,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I can see that one being popular.
Yeah, that.
They should bring back the one where you can move force. Put my allied knight in a force and just have the force move,
Yeah.
and then my knight can get out and charge.
Oh God.
'Cause that
For
wasn't
good
a
times.
thing.
Yeah.
Temporal corridor. Into your opponent's fight phase. A unit has deep strike. It can go. It's uppy downy essentially.
Subversive
assets.
Raven Guard.
Yeah.
Phobos scout squads have transient perception. Shooting phase, this unit can select one visible enemy unit within 12 that enemy unit is detected. While a unit is detected, that unit has +3 detection range.
Okay.
Oh, isn't that like in terms of being able to
That's to see someone
shoot?
in a ruins.
Yeah, see someone in ruins. Okay, you can make it easier to see people, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah, usually a unit no longer hidden after a shot, but your Phobos and Scout squads are so skilled and sneaky that your enemy still won't know they're there, even after bullets start flying.
Oh, so your shooting phase when a friendly Phobos scout unit has shot that unit, those range attacks now prevent your unit from being hidden. Okay, so you can stay in cover and shoot and still not break. And still
Break the hidden rule.
Yeah,
if
so
you
you
use that
can still
strat.
hide. It's not bad. This Phobos model only. This model has lone operative and stealth.
Oh, Shroud Field.
Yeah.
And then the new lone op unit, unless part of an attached unit, this unit is not visible to enemy models unless they are within 12, and cannot be targeted by indirect fire.
Unless the attacking model is within 12 of this unit. Okay,
Interesting.
that clears it up a little bit, because before it's you couldn't
Yeah.
be targeted, now it's just saying you're not visible. Which
Right.
answers a lot of stupid rules questions about, like, oh, well, can I target him if blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And then stealth, every model of the unit has the ability each time a ranged target. It has benefit of cover.
Okay,
it's
so -1 to
basically-
hit.
-1 to hit, yeah. Then Black Templars, Living Miracle, Emperor's Champion, selected a fight, he can reroll 1 hit, 1 wound. 1 wound roll. Enhancements from this detachment do not count towards the total of enhancements for the army.
Oh, nice.
Huh. Interesting.
Your army can include Black Templar units, but cannot include any other Adeptus Stars units drawn from any other chapter.
I think that's normal.
So
I think that's you're going to see that for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it makes you stay Black Templars.
And then enhancements, Emperor's Champion only. Oh, that's a lot of words.
Oh my god. You can select up to 3 of the following abilities. This model has those abilities until the end of the battle. Okay, so you pick 3. Jesus Christ. So
one is Devastating Wounds.
Yeah. Only against characters.
Okay, that's the whole point. Remember when he could target like aspiring champions and stuff?
Yeah.
This unit, okay, so -3 detecting range.
+2 attacks for melee.
Yeah, melee attacks that target this unit have hazardous.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
Free Heroic Stratagem.
Yeah, and then Harbinger of Judgment. And then the unit suffers wounds for falling back on a 2+. Mortal wounds.
Yeah. I mean, that's the +2 attacks and devastating wounds against characters is pretty good. And it's funny of melee attacks that target this unit have hazardous is also really funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, it gives you a lot of options. Like if there's a horde attacking your unit,
right? Yeah,
you can take the hazardous one.
Mm-hmm.
The falling back one is funny because you can almost force someone to not fall back. Because D6 mortal wounds can either be feast or famine.
Yeah,
that one's interesting. I don't know why you wouldn't take this enhancement, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have to see what the other ones are, but that. Blood Angels, Wrath of the Doomed. This is the Death Watch detachment. Not Death Watch, Death Company detachment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they are doomed. It cannot be taken with another doomed detachment.
When friendly Death Company units select to make an advance move, you can use this ability. If you do, the unit suffers D3+1 mortal wounds, so guaranteed to kill at least one. The move does not prevent that unit from being eligible to declare a charge. So you're giving,
that might be worth it.
Yeah, you're giving advance and charge to all your Death Company.
Instinctive Interception. Target unit with heroic intervention. Okay, so -1 for heroic, -1 CP for heroic intervention. And then they talk about heroic intervention. So you at 1 CP, so you basically do it for free.
Yeah.
Now it's 12 inches instead of 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes more sense because you're rolling 2d6 for the charge.
Oh, wow. And then it's when you select one of the following modes. Leap to defend. When selecting charge targets, you can only select enemy units that made a charge move this phase and are within the maximum distance. And into the fray, which is an additional CP. If you do this when making the charge roll, if the result is greater than 6, after modifiers, change it to a 6. When selecting charge targets, you can select any enemy units that are within 6 of your unit and within the maximum distance. Okay.
Huh.
So you can basically, for 1 CP, you can do it to countercharge someone who has successfully charged someone near you, and into the fray limits your range, but lets you go after anybody.
Right. It's only anybody within 6 inches.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's...
I know that's going to catch someone. That's going to catch someone off guard at some point.
For sure.
The second one.
Yeah.
Because everyone's going to forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Rage field response.
Surge move.
Get a surge move.
Yeah.
Surge move. Dark Angels. Invocations of Ancient Fury.
Plasma squads.
So +1 strength for plasma, which means their strength 8 and 9, I think.
Yeah.
If they stay 7 and 8.
Yeah. Plasma weapons and +1 strength. Hell blasters.
Yeah. Petition of Stability.
Yes.
+6 range.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's pretty good for like plasma guns.
Mm-hmm.
And then no sacrifice too great.
+1 strength when you're using hazardous plasma. So +1 strength when you overcharge.
And then the +1 for the detachment.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's for the enhancement. No, wait, where am I looking at +1?
This is you get +1 strength from the detachment, and then you have a C for 1 CP. You have a stratagem that when you overcharge gives you an additional +1 strength. So now your plasmas are like strength 10.
Yeah, if they stay strength 8, yeah, maybe strength 10 with.
That's crazy.
I mean, you're gonna roll for hazardous anyway. May as well.
Yeah. As well, fuck them up.
Space Wolves, Champions of Fenris.
Infantry character units.
Oops, hold on a second.
Countercharge. You can target this unit with the heroic intervention stratagem regardless of any other uses of that stratagem this phase. If you do, this does not prevent any use of that stratagem on other units this phase. Oh, so you can just heroic intervene all the time.
Didn't they have this before in like 7th?
I think so, yeah. They have something like this where the
they had something where like it was True Grit, which was they can have like the bolter and the chainsword.
Right.
And then I think they had countercharge.
Uh-huh.
Which made them annoying to play against. I remember that much.
Mm-hmm.
Giants among giants, +2 wounds.
+1 strength to
+1
melee.
strength. Okay.
Not terrible.
Stalk between worlds.
Stealth.
Shooting phase. What is it? Oh, stealth. Okay. You know, they should bring back Jaws of the World Wolf.
Right. Who knows? It might be there somewhere.
Maybe. So that was Space Marines. That includes any particular one you like? Your favorite so far with the Space Marines?
I mean, the Dark Angel plasma thing's pretty funny. I feel like we're going to see a lot of Blood Angel Death Company with that. Just a lot of Advance in Charge Death Company.
And if you weren't taking an Emperor's Champions before, I don't see why you wouldn't take one now.
Right.
But although I think I like having free counter heroic intervention.
Yeah.
I think I like the Space Wolf. I think the Space Wolf one's my favorite. Because if you have because anyone can do the heroic intervention.
Right.
So it could be, Wolfen, Head Takers.
It's the Great Wolf Watches. It's the Adeptus Infantry character unit.
Oh, it has to be a character?
Yeah. And infantry character.
So then if you have... Yeah, but if you have the character attached...
Right.
Because I think the Wolf Lord can go with the Head Takers. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe... I don't think so. No. But either way, I can see like a beefy Space Wolf unit.
Mm-hmm.
With a Wolf Lord or something going after.
Yeah.
So that's Space Marines. I still like Space Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to play, but for other people to play. Astra Militarum. So this one looks like Absolutist Principles.
Mm-hmm. So Bulgrin, Ogrin, Ratlings have Abhuman.
Yeah, and then commissars can issue orders to them.
Okay, so yeah, issuing orders to Ogrin, Bulgrin seems good.
Yeah. But I think that's it. I don't know how good that is, though. Enhancement.
Give a commissar.
Feel no plane 4+.
Yeah.
For the commissar. Low profile.
Ratlings can shoot without losing hidden.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You don't see too many Ratlings nowadays.
Yeah.
Bridgehead Strike. Friendly Tempest Officer.
So.
Scions are battle line, and they get +1 OC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not bad.
And when they
+1 to hit.
Yeah, if they set up this turn, so if they deep strike in, okay.
Just get it out of transport. Does it count as setting up?
I believe so. Yeah, so this is
priority. Yeah,
basically my old Elysian army.
Priority drop beacon. They have the ingress move.
Yeah.
in your first movement phase. Firing hot.
2 CP.
With, wow. I wonder why. Let's see why. Hot shot, las carbines.
Las guns, las pistols.
Hot shot, so +1 strength. Normally they're +4, I think, or 4+, or 4 strength 4. Sorry, so that makes them strength 5.
Yeah, and +1 AP, so that's not bad.
Designation force.
Scout sentinels. Actual military smoke units. Is that?
That might be a new thing.
Yeah.
They're bringing back smoke.
Right.
Instead of smoke screen. Signal flares.
Designated again, +3 detection range. So.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
And it has the recon tag.
Which you can't take 2 recon detachments.
So long range scouts, sentinels have infiltrate. Scout sentinels have infiltrate. It's not bad. Sump smog screen for infantry unit. They get the benefit of cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Nothing. I don't know.
None of the Astro Military ones really do it for me.
No, I mean I kind of like Bridgehead Strike just because it reminds me of my old Elysium army, but yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I want to like the Abhuman one, but
I feel like
see the rest of.
I feel like that might be the best. I'm sure guard players would know better why being able to issue commands to like Ogren or Bulgren or even Ratlings is good.
Right, because one is take aim for the Ratlings, maybe.
Yeah.
Because they can only issue take aim and issue 1 order to a friendly Abhuman on them. So I wonder if you can issue any order then to the Abhuman, whether it's move, take aim, or something else. But why would they specifically point out take aim?
I don't know. Good question.
I don't play guard anymore.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Hopefully someone tells us. So that's
I'm sure someone
Imperial
will.
Guard. I guess I guess I don't want to do the Abhuman one because I like Ogrins.
Yeah.
And Bulgrins, but we'll see. After that is Tyranids. We can skip.
Yeah,
Tyranids.
boys.
Nobody cares.
Hey, fuck you.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, you can shut your whore mouth right now.
I'll let you do all of them since you're the one. You're the expert.
Okay, so Ambush Predators. This is for Death Leaper, Lictor, Neuroleaker units. So this is for, they all have Deep Strike and friendly Lictor, Neuroleaker units that charge a character unit can reroll hit rolls of 1. So okay, basically making Lictors of all varieties better at what they do. Especially, it's weird they don't inherently have Deep Strike. So being able to Deep Strike them is really nice, actually. This also Van Ryn's Leapers. It gives you a reaction move that's D3 plus 3, so that's really nice. And then counter predation. The attacks that target a hidden unit have +1 strength and AP. So this is on Death Leaper, Lictor, Neurolictor, Von Ryn's Leapers. So that's actually not bad. Like if you're attacking a unit that's hiding in terrain that hasn't been shooting, getting +1 strength and AP is pretty good. Especially on Lictors, because they have a lot of attacks, and they're damaged too. So being able to actually consistently like punch through is pretty good. I like that. That can be fun. And I really like Von Ryn's Leapers. I don't know if they're as good because Fights First isn't as good as it used to be, but they're cheap and can have a lot of attacks. They like a lot of attacks individually, so I could see doing work with this. Talons of the Norn Queen, so make your Norn emissaries and assimilators better. So the big one is that with this I really like is you can change their singular purpose once per game. So you can either change who they target to get all the bonuses, or change what objective they get bonuses for defending. So once per game you can switch. So that's really good because it could either be like, oh, well, I've got this objective locked down, let me switch to this other objective that I need to fight over. Or, cool, I don't really need to worry about this objective, but I definitely need to kill that fucking thing. Let me switch to, I get to reroll against it.
Right.
So that's really good. Destabilizing predation or an emissary unit, only the unit's range attacks have anti-character +2.
That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, especially against, like, knights or something.
Mm-hmm.
And again, emissaries are the ones that have the psychic attacks of different times. So one of them is precision, so this could definitely be good at sniping out characters. We have a stratagem only for Norn assimilators, which no one uses because emissaries are just much better. But you can get a feel no pain 4+ against mortal wounds for an assimilator, I guess. I mean, I guess, unless they change assimilators, I don't really still see why you would do that. The warrior biofarm onslaught. So warriors become battle line, and Tyranid warriors, Tyranid Prime with Lash Whip, and Winged Tyranid Prime models have 5+ invulnerable save. This is just their remix of what's already there. Because wasn't in around Christmas they gave us this detachment. The warrior detachment as like a download.
Oh yeah.
So it's basically that. With tweaked, you can give one prime reroll wounds and +1 AP. That's really actually not bad. And then the stratagem, -1 to wound, so you can't be wounded on. So if something's greater than if a strength is greater than your toughness, you can do -1 to wound. So that's not bad.
Right.
Still not great, because unless they make warriors cheaper or make them stronger, they still suck.
So even making them troops, unless they change their profile, doesn't really help.
No. Like the biggest problem with warriors is that they melee warriors are still damage 1, which is stupid, right?
Right.
If they're damage 2, I think they'd be workable. And the shooty ones just do not, like, the guns just aren't all that great. Like, they just realistically don't put out enough firepower. So
I didn't see too many Tyranid armies at RMO. So
yeah, I mean, they're just in a weird place. I mean, what is it with the new? Because they also gave us the rules for the Red Terror that's coming out, and that guy fucks. Oh my god, that guy's amazing. Especially if you do. He's a Vanguard Invader, so if you take Vanguard Invaders detachment, he's advanced in charge.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. Especially because he's a monster that moves through terrain. That's really fun.
Right.
Because I think he's moved 10 too. So he's moving 11 to 16 inches and then charging and then eating something and then maybe going back into hiding and deep striking and doing all fucking again.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was interesting also. I've noticed that, I don't know if we talked about, is that, you get 3 detachment points per battle. And so it really does feel like all of these new little detachments are about just, in terms of like building this out, if like, oh, well, I could, if I want to make a warrior, if I want to make a list that's like, okay, it's got a core of warriors to be like my objective holders. And, because they are relatively durable for Tyranids. And then I want to take like 3 Norn emissaries. I can take that detachment. Give them more flexibility. And then if for the forward, first turn pressure, whatever, I take the ambush predators and just have a shit ton of, lictors and Van Ryn's leapers and Death Leaper. Because, that's to be the way it seems. So if you're not going to take if you don't want to take your old detachments that are two detachment points now, you can really, I see what they mean about how you customize your list of like, okay, I really only want to focus on these units.
Do you think having the 3 1 points as opposed to like a 2 1 or a 3 gives you more flexibility?
I definitely think it lets you build more skew lists because you can essentially have 3 very focused parts of your army where you're really only focusing on 6 to, I think, probably max 8 units. So again, when you're really going skew into something of like, yes, I only want to take these models, I feel like you can probably do some work, but I think as a general... Because, think of it this way. I'm just thinking from Tyranids. Like, are any of these things better than Vanguard Invaders. No, not really.
Okay.
But then again, you can still do Vanguard's Invaders and then do like Talons of the Norn Queen if I want to just take two Norn emissaries with some more tricks. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Okay. I'm just curious if people. I'm curious if people will take the 1-point detachments over the larger pointed detachments.
Yeah.
Because they're able to do more, or like you said, you can use one detachment to do this, a second detachment to do this, and then a third detachment to do this. Whereas it seems some of the bigger ones, I guess, does everything, or maybe does only one thing.
Yeah, I think it's really going to depend.
We'll see when it comes out.
Yeah, I think it's really going to depend codex by codex, because some codexes have really good detachments that, like, of course, you're going to want to always use those. And then others, maybe not, right? So,
okay.
I can see it. All right, you can just see us in.
The last one is from as of this morning, which is we're recording on a Friday night, is for Chaos Space Marines, and this is why I kind of pushed it back for obvious reasons. If you have been listening, or if you look at our screen right now where it shows Danny and me, or Danny and I, because we're both represented by different legions of Chaos Space Marines. Cabal of Chaos. It seems to be a Psyker heavy one. Not necessarily Thousand Suns, but if you have just regular CSM sorcerers and demon princes.
No, excluding demon units.
Yeah, where the unit they're with gets a +1 strength to their range weapons.
Right. And
demon princes get +2 strength, +1 AP.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
During the fight phase, I think. Excluding Khorne.
Yeah.
Because Khorne did not like sorcerers.
Mm-hmm.
Do not like
because they're cowards.
He hates them. Enhancements, touched by the warp. This model has Psyker, and the model has weapons have Psychic. Apparently, that means that it's at the bottom, way at the bottom. Is it?
Well, I mean, I think there's other things that get bonuses about. There's
no, because they tease that being Psychic lets you ignore weapon skill ballistic modifiers.
Well, it also says here, like, in the detachment rule, if you're shooting phase when a friendly hero talks to you, Psyker units is select to shoot. So you can just do this to give a regular CSM model who's not Psychic, who maybe has a good gun, you give them some Psychic. So now they have...
The model has Psyker.
The now they get +1 strength. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know if there's a... I don't know if there's a character, CSM character, that has a good shooting profile that isn't Psychic, but, maybe.
Well, it just says Heretic. Because remember, you can give units enhancements now.
Oh, right.
So if I give my Havocs...
Ooh.
And they all become Psyker.
Oh,
it just says this model.
So, yeah, I think this is just for a...
So it's one model.
Yeah, so...
Would that include demon engines?
Oh my God, give it to Defiler.
That'd be hilarious. My Psychic Defiler.
It does just say Heretic is start a model only.
Yeah, one model, but it also says Defiler character in the description. Like, what if you want your character to benefit from? So maybe it is only for characters. I'm wondering if they're going to give you a distinction between what enhancements you can give a character and what enhancements you can give a unit.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So I'm curious if that will be a thing. Fleshy Curse, which almost reminded me of the Chaos Gift of Chaos.
Smite.
Basically, it does mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Mortal wounds are inflicted by a psychic attack. So I guess if you have something that lets you have a feel no pain for mortal wounds, you can use it. Within 12 inches. Devotees of Destruction.
Iron Warriors.
Havocs, Obliterators. Ranged attacks have heavy.
And they changed heavy.
And heavy adds 1 to the hit roll if the unit's unengaged, did not set up, and no model in the unit has moved more than 3 inches.
Okay, so lets you kind of shuffle a little bit. That's nice.
So you can shuffle, but even a unit without a heavy weapon cannot move more than 3 inches.
Right, yeah.
Because there's no model in that unit. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're looking at either one of those units, Havocs or Blitters, it's only like 5 models or 2 models. So that's hilarious. Packs of Destruction, Warpsmith only. When this unit uses its Dark Path, it can reroll leadership rolls. And then it can heal it heals 3 wounds if it destroys an enemy unit after Dark Packing.
Enemy model. Huh. Not even unit, just an enemy model.
Oh, enemy model. Wow.
Hell yeah. Well,
yeah, I don't know if any Warpsmiths are going to kill like whole units, so. Unless it's Putrabo. Ruination's Bounty. Havocs and Obliterators. You get... Oh, they
both
have lethal and
sustained, yeah.
So it's the Hellbrute ability.
Yeah.
But only a CP. Murder Talon Raiders. Prey on the Weak. Infantry with Fly. Attack a unit that is battle shocked or a unit below half strength. Reroll hit rolls 1. If the enemy unit is battle shocked or below half strength, those attacks have -1 to hit. Okay.
Nightmare tag cannot have another nightmare detachment.
So you can't have what's the other one? The other 2? They're kind of Night Lord-ish.
Yeah.
Shadow Cowl Talisman. 5 plus invulnerable save. Doesn't he already have it? Well, I guess he's not going to have an invulnerable save.
Yeah, right.
If you have to give him that.
Ooh, Plunging Talons.
Plunging Talons. So they have Lance.
Yeah.
That's like...
+1 to wound.
Is it
on the charge.
Is it Blood Angel? Doesn't one of the Blood Angel units have Lance when they...
I thought Blood Angels
boys?
just had... Didn't Blood Angels just have that as their army faction?
Oh, probably.
Rule of just +1 to wound on the charge?
Maybe. Chaos Demons, which apparently are still a thing for now. Cavalcade of Chaos. I think this one is they can fall back and shoot or fall back and charge.
Yeah, this is for mounted. Yeah, mounted units can fall back and charge. Or shoot.
Soul Shattering Charge. Which means mounted unit only. When this unit is selected to fight, they can make... If this unit made a charge move this turn, you can use this ability. If you do, then when determining which models in this unit can fight, friendly models that are within 3 inches of enemy units engaged can target those enemy units.
Huh?
What?
When this unit is selected to fight, okay, this unit may charge move, okay. You can use this ability. If you do, when determining which models in this unit can fight, friendly models that are within 3 inches of enemy units engaged with
it's 3-inch engagement instead of a 2-inch engagement.
Oh, okay. So
it's
because they have some big bases, I guess. So yeah, so you can you can spread out.
Just worded weird.
Yeah.
Warp Riders. I think mobile means they can move through terrain.
Yeah, through dense terrain features like ruins and walls when they otherwise wouldn't be able to. Okay, so that's...
Lords of the Warp. Loki of Power, +1 leadership in OC.
This is for... Yeah, it's not monsters. This is the Herald detachment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swollen with Power, +2 wounds.
Okay.
Carnival Excess. Fight phase with a unit has fought.
So one friendly character Slanesh unit that has not been selected to fight. The unit has fights first and must be the next unit you select to fight.
Okay, sure.
Alright, whatever.
Warp Tide. Shudderblink. Friendly Legionis Demonica battle line unit is selected to make an advance move. Ranged weapons have assault, and you're used, so you get advance and charge.
Fuck yeah, advance and charging bloodletters, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Bane forged weapons, +1 strength.
Let's fucking go.
Battle line unit.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a battle line upgrade.
Yeah.
So I guess it has to say battle line, or maybe something like, in order for you to be able to use it on a unit.
Yeah, I think it says in the enhancements of what limits it. So, like with that other one we were talking about with the CSM, like I think you could make a Defiler psychic because it just says Heretic Astartes model.
Right.
And this one says specifically Legion's Demonic.
We'll see if a Defiler's a Heretic Astartes model, or if it's a what are those called for Vashtor?
Oh,
like demonic soul something, I don't know. Something that's not Heretic Astartes.
Maybe.
I could see them doing that.
Yeah.
And that's it for demonic infestation.
Heal 3 wounds.
I like how they exclude pink horse.
Well, yeah, because that would be... Wait, we'll have to ask ourselves again, can pink horse summon in the new edition? We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. We haven't seen their psychic powers.
Especially
favorite chaos detachment, Danny.
Hold on. Especially important now that you need to take a leadership test to remove battle shock in the command phase. Okay, so
Wait, what?
There was a little note about messing with battle shock with the murder talon or whatever.
Yeah.
That now to remove battle shock isn't instantly removed in your command phase. It's you got to take a leadership test to get rid of it. So if you're stacking leadership debuffs,
that makes more sense, and it's more in line with like older editions.
Yeah,
because remember, you used to fall back and keep on testing and pass it, otherwise you keep on running. Yeah.
Those were the days.
I really hope they do more. I mean, this is a good step for Battle Shock in that it just doesn't go away.
Yeah,
but I really hope they do more with it.
Me too.
But so, Danny, your favorite Chaos detachment?
Honestly, it's the it's Warp Tide, because advanced and charging bloodletters, or even demonettes who are super fast, is real good. Is real good. And then just having one unit have +1 strength isn't never bad. But yeah, I think it's just being able to give melee demon units, or the battle line basic demon units, that extra mobility and able to actually really get in there and start fighting is really cool. I think that's really good, or at least for me. Be interested to see what the big monster with the greater demon detachment looks like.
Yeah, I think my favorite is the first one. Because I think I don't know if I read it or heard it, where they say if you have the psychic ability, it was in the video that's attached with the no, they just talk about +1 strength. Because if you with your weapons getting +1 strength is pretty huge. Like I said, one of the things I heard, which I don't know 100% to be honest, because I wasn't paying attention too much, was that if it does ignore modifiers, like to hit modifiers, then that can be huge. But just the +1 strength, +1 AP for demons, and then +1 strength for weapons. Now you have strength 5 bolters, or strength 5 combi bolters, if you're taking Terminators for whatever reason. Obviously, it depends what the rest of the codex says when they come out with the new codex. But I think I like the psychic one so far.
Yeah, that one looks. I think that's fun. But I'm a Khorne devotee, so fuck your psychers.
Yeah, I know. The Murder Talon one is just like, okay, another battle shock dependent list. Just the destruction one is like, it's okay, but it's limited to only 2 units.
Right.
Havocs and Obliterators. And right now they're kind of the Obliterators anywhere overcosted, so but that's what we got so far. I'm pretty sure next Monday we'll probably get more as we get closer to the rumored So far, I'm liking what I see, especially with the hints of some of the abilities and some of the other rules.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still pretty hopeful for the new edition. And I will probably have to get the box set to at least get the because they're coming back with the small rulebook. They're bringing back the small rulebook.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that. And I don't care about the models. I care about that little rulebook. I could probably get on eBay and get one, but I'm pretty sure I can just get one from the store or borrow it from the store if needed.
Yeah.
So, regarding the store, seems to be things are looking up. Like I said, we hired 2 more people. There was a bit of a hiccup in regards to one of the games we want to carry. I guess I could talk about it because he kind of talked about it in a Q&A. Mm-hmm. For if you're waiting for your local store to pick up the Starcraft miniature game, there was a Q&A where they said that they're going to fulfill the orders for their customers first that order directly from the website. So the retailers won't get theirs probably until July, which means we'll be in the middle of the 11th edition 40K by then.
Right.
So I know on Reddit, and I know Reddit's not real, but from what I've seen on Reddit, there's already a few people that posted that their friends that were initially going to buy the StarCraft starter set are now switching to 40K because they want to save up to buy the 40K starter set.
I mean, it's pretty weird to, like, again, it's just, you gotta, local game stores are what make your game work.
All right. It's funny because it wasn't funded through like a Kickstarter or anything, but this is very much a Kickstarter situation where they focus on the customer, which is fine, and then they talk to the retailers or the stores. Mm-hmm. And what ends up happening is the customers will get things that the store can't, or they'll get things early that the store can't, so they don't even bother buying from the store. Mm-hmm. And now the store has all this, product on the shelves that's just sitting there because everyone already has their copy that they got from the actual manufacturer. Mm-hmm. So it makes some brick and mortar stores reluctant to back Kickstarters or to even do this. Like, I was like, well, why are we carrying so much if everyone's just going to get theirs like a month or 2 before us?
Right.
And they're asking us for like learning games, but we can't do a learning game because we don't have the product.
Right.
So it's kind of a catch-22. So but I don't get it. I don't get why they couldn't. I get why they couldn't do it at the same time because that would have been the best part. But I also know there are certain things you can only get from purchasing the product on their website as opposed to going through a retailer.
Right.
That they would get like months ahead of the store, and it's just like it's just killing. I can't speak for Nick, but it's killing me, and I'm just like, this is bullshit. So, but I think we're still going to carry StarCraft. So, I guess I got to learn how to play. So we got to do teaching games, but between that and 40K, if they come out around the same time, I mean, we'll see. We'll see where the buzz goes. But people are already asking about 40K learning games. I think we're going to do a small 1,000-point RTT, maybe a week or 2 after the 11th edition comes out.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I'll probably be at the store doing a bunch of different classes or practice games with the new edition. So, so we'll see how that goes. But other than that, getting ready for BAO, and just like everyone else, reading up on all the rumors for 11th edition, and reading up on the rumors for the pre-order date for 11th edition.
Right.
Since that's close. Since if it's still a 2-week window, according to the rumors, it should be out by about like when ACO is, about the 2nd or 3rd week of January. Of June. So we'll see. I know it's affected ticket sales at a lot of places.
Well, yeah.
So hopefully once they announce the street date, ticket sales will pick up. But we'll see. But I think we'll call it there for the night. Danny, thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Old Reliable. Any last words for the people?
Just play games, be nice to each other, and stop by Crown City Games in Pasadena.
In Old Town Pasadena. Right across from, not across, side of Cheesecake Factory. We're on the same side of the street as Cheesecake Factory.
And the Hustler store. You have
And the Hustler store. Yes, how could I forget?
Fun for the whole family is what we're saying.
So yeah, so come by and check it out. Just say hi if I'm not there, or Nick, and just check it out. People seem to like it. But once again, thanks everybody for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Let us know what you're looking forward to with the new edition, and if you're excited for the box set, if you're excited for the edition at all, or if you'd rather play StarCraft, or Trench Crusade, or Gundam, which comes out in October. So a lot going on in the miniature gaming world. So again, be sure to like and subscribe. So good night, and have a pleasant tomorrow.